It's nothing to laugh at. Save your questions if that's how you're going to react. No, I can't. I mean, I literally can't. There's certain things I can't remember right now. Shah's secrets must be preserved above all else. All who worship her know this. I have had certain memories suppressed, voluntarily, so that I can serve Shah without compromising her. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed. Shah's blessings upon you. Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't...
We have a lot to think about. Let's do it far away from this place.
Insane. Chilling. I signed off, but then I was like, I'm gonna still play. I'll play for a little bit longer. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. How are you doing? Were you streaming today? I want to say I saw you for a little bit. Wait, what? I don't know. Why did...
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Oh, the homie.
Don't trust him.
Oh.
Skakek Kia Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Speak. My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise.
How come?
Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
I'm asking for your help and your trust. I've heard word from Kresh Yilik. You are infected, yet the one in the prism has chosen you, protects you with their power. The prism's tenant alone has the power to end Vlaakith's tyranny. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone
How,
who I believe can provide
how
it.
come you weren't able to get
Bring the prism to
get him
Baldur's
last?
Gate. I'll be waiting in a tap room called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, Jastil Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it. I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Vlaakith Kosivim Hrath Crashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate, but they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed. I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood. Yes, I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Sharess's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
I think staring out into the dark so much is doing something to my eyes.
If you're all right by Jaheira, you're all right by me. Take care now.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Donkey ding! You ruin everything! Anything you want to say? Anytime, babe.
God's blood, this is heavy. It's for a good cause. Aye. Our asses.
What's next?
Still breathing, despite everything.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? What need have you of hiding, friend? You need not skulk like a vagrant. This land belongs to us.
You'll find Zorel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Our path leads to Zorel. Let us not keep her waiting.
Praise the Absolute.
Not to diminish our efforts, but it was rather simple getting here in the end, wasn't it?
The obstacles ahead of us promise to be higher still, which will make the pleasure of overcoming them all the more potent.
We are favored. We are blessed.
To be so favored and so blessed, one feels positively riddled with envy.
The blessed will conquer all.
I itch to draw my weapon and gut every last one of these cultists.
You're keen.
Plenty of supplies if you're running low, true soul.
Use was unspilled, at least for a while.
There is only the absolute. Winged front. Serve her. All will serve her.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? Soft and sweet as pudding, isn't he? He no longer remembers his life in the wild. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. I have. It is one thing to hear her voice, to feel the power she can grant. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do? Prayer, I think. Barnabas struggles with civilized speech, but he's been practicing.
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
Barnabas, we talked about this. Barnabas, we talked about this.
All of a sudden, I look over to my right. There goes Zane with his kid in the Gucci store with me. What's happening? What's happening? Yeah, right. It's funny because you know this, right? Obviously, we're the generation. Every bit of detail, and take nothing away from everyone you've met. Bro, what I would do for this next album, he's slipping it in every time. Yeah. Trust me, I know how fly he is. As soon as I go up, I'll be thinking I'm slick going up the sax, and yeah, I gotta be here, and I gotta be there, I gotta be here. It's so funny, man. I get to that counter, I see about 2, 3 other pieces, like, oh, he's putting it at the bottom. For sure, he's slipping it in every time. Yeah, you know it's funny. I got two boys, and one of them is and
Like rope drawn taut beneath the blade, the connection simply snaps.
No. Barnabas, darling. No!
Another parasite.
All trace of restraint is gone. Barnabas has tasted blood and wants more. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
Araj O'Blordra, trader in all things occult. A very great pleasure to meet you, true soul. Should you be interested, I have a particular offer I'd like to make. Put plainly, I'd like your blood. A vial of true soul's blood, specifically. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Research, naturally. We Ablodras are simply curious by nature. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, hmm? Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. And if I may, would you have a moment to discuss another more personal matter? Truth be told, I heard tell of your coming before you arrived. Ketheric's dogs prowl far and wide round the tower. I know you travel with a delightful Nightwalker in your retinue. Please, I have a proposal for him. I will reward you both, handsomely. I will speak of it when he is here, not before. But it will be to your advantage. I promise. That is not a name which has ever passed my lips. I am a friend to you. I wish to be a friend to him. I must prepare myself for his arrival.
These lands may not be under the thrall of Lady Shah for much longer. No matter. She wishes for Ketheric Thorm to be punished. Her darkness was a blessing offered before he betrayed her. She can redirect her powers elsewhere once he is cast down. If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
So, Lae'zel's going to war with Vlaakith? Going to break her chains in Baldur's Gate? Good for her. Azador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. He always insisted we were a family, even when he was carving scars into our flesh. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded sweetest. And now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on. Keep a blade close.
I thought Lae'zel's faith in Vlaakith was unshakable. Perhaps Voss shall prove to be a more worthy ally to her. Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt. There is much to admire, judging by the stories. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. Be assured, it is not by choice.
As thou desire.
what to do.
What will Voss? His intelligence may yet prove the key to unlocking the artifact's secrets. We should ensure we follow up when we reach Baldur's Gate. I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here.
I didn't expect Lae'zel to turn on the Lich Queen so readily. Wonders never cease. All right, some company.
We must press forward. Let's deal with Ketheric, then find Voss in Baldur's Gate.
That's mad. I never thought I'd see one in real life. I read about your kind for so many years, but you are a finer specimen than any bestiary could describe. You're really a vampire. At least one of their spawn.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. And he's yours to command. My envy is palpable. I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry. You want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. I can't say. It just smells wrong. Unnatural. Drinking it wouldn't kill me, but it would not be pleasant.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Incredible. incredible.
Oh, hells. Oh.
Not to your taste.
You're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use. A little saliva. Saving that. You haven't felt like prey in many moons, Mirage. If only he had gone further. Welcome back, true soul. Come back anytime. Like a child at the first meeting.
You were seen stealing. Resolving this peacefully will require more caution than you displayed in getting caught. You're off the hook, at the cost of your illicit prize.
She sees everything we are. Do you understand? There is no hiding from her. There's eyes in the dark, in the walls. Please, stop looking at me. Please.
So, you know about these parasites. Will we survive them?
Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Okay. Wonderful.
feline eyes the parasite with a glint in her eye, intent clear. Murder. Glorious murder. The cat ignores you, but her eyes stray to a small tunnel hidden in the wall. The message is clear. Stay if you wish, but she will flee at a moment's notice.
This is the spot that was marked on that map before.
Feed if you must, Astarion, but give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
Spicy food.
Don't mind Mig and her meat sounds. It's just her brain slopping around in her skull.
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here.
You'd find better lodgings out in the war camp, true soul. I know we're all one under the Absolute, but you do not want to bunk with an ogre.
The lantern bearer.
Even those you once
And this was funny when it was just goblins branding arses, but you lot mean business, eh? Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened. Better to keep that quiet, unless you want another look from the receiving end. Look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together, and quite a fool who draw their ire. Hmm? More concerned that your business might be bad for my business. So don't go kicking the hive while there's still some honey to be had. An honor, Trousseau.
It's Roa you want. We only talk when you've misbehaved.
The Absolute herself called us here. They cannot stop us from seeing Zorel now.
To stand this close to her tower.
Back of the line. I'll be the first of us to swear to the General.
Not all of us survived the shadows to stand here. My wife, my sons, they were unworthy.
You're one of her blessed, aren't you? To hear her voice, I cannot imagine.
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. Not for me to say. All I know is they're bloody useless round here. No doubt. Isn't for me to question them above me. I'm sure you know your business. I'll see they get all the help they need, Trousseau. And they'll need quite a bit.
You did. She gives them to you fully formed. You hear her?
Of many hearts.
If you have coin, then show it. Get moving, will you?
So, you and Lae'zel. Seems tense.
Please don't remind me. But keep your guard up with her.
Noted.
Ever at your service. An honor. Ever at your service. and honor, true soul.
How delicious.
It's a stone bloody wall. Have a taste if you don't believe us.
Let's get going.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. If you're sure. Fine.
Go ahead. I'm listening. We're... Seek and you shall find me.
Let's move.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here in the mean.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. All right. Can't afford to stay idle.
I've got a long road ahead.
Goblins are such vile little parasites.
Given your own nature, are you really the one to judge?
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you through the main doors. Welcome, true soul. The disciple will have work for you, I expect. So much to be done.
The eye focuses on you, taking in every detail of your appearance. A spark glows within the heart of the construct. Someone or something watches you from beyond.
Heard a rumour some do-gooder stopped a horde of absolutists from getting their hands on a load of druids in some grove. Whoever it was, better pray the general doesn't smoke 'em out. Be a bloodbath, so it would. Just leave the bloody true souls to their business.
That is at stake.
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minthara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpoles nerves urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
A new true soul come to share their wisdom.
We did as we were told. We're loyal to the Absolute. Kill him!
Silence!
True soul, you have seen these goblins at work, have you not? What say you?
See? What I tell ya? Praise the Absolute.
Faith without action is anemic, sickly, in a word, useless. We are too close to the ending and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again. Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please, you gotta help me! For old time's sake!
Enjoy a bit of casual bloodshed. Now come. I'd like to know more about this Sorrel.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more about his power.
I hear you did the deed. How was your little Rob? Spoil sport. Well, what do you want, if you're not here to gossip?